On this episode of Infowars News Blitz, Trump's preparing possible strike on North Korea. Obama blasts aggressive nationalism in Indonesia, and Swedish festivals report several rapes at their events. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. For the week of July the 3rd, 2017, this is the first article here, an article written by VOA News. The title is called Trump Watch. Trump preparing possible North Korea strike, contacting Japanese and Chinese leaders today. Now underneath it says the era of strategic patience with North Korea regime has failed, and the article is from VOA News. Kind of funny though, since Kim Jong-un actually launched a missile on Independence Day, poking the bear even more. But President Donald Trump was held separate telephone conversations Sunday with the leaders of Japan and China. A White House announcement did not say what Trump would discuss with Japanese Prime Minister Xi Jinping and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Oh, God. The talks, however, are likely to be about Trump's growing frustration with North Korea and its series of missile threats, which he keeps firing. The strategic patience with the North Korean regime has failed. Many years it has failed, Trump said recently. Frankly, that patience is over. The era of strategic patience. Oh God, I think I'm reading the thing over. Sorry about that. Must be a typo here, folks. But anyway. The telephone conversation ahead of the week's meeting of G20 leaders in Hamburg, Germany, where Trump is slated to hold a bilateral meetings with Abe, Xi, South Korean President Moon Jae-in, and for the first time met Russian President Vladimir Putin. The U.S. met with Moon on Friday at the White House. On Sunday, at least 10,000 people in Hamburg peacefully protested the upcoming event. On one, about 30 protests planned in the coming days. In part of the protest, Trump's policies, including his announcement to intercede to pull the U.S. out of the 2015 International Paris Accord to limit greenhouse gas emissions. And here's David Knight about that. Okay.
And it was just Friday that Trump met with the South Korean president and once again said that he wants the isolated nation of North Korea to be dealt with rapidly. And they said that National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster's only yesterday, that would have been Thursday, had confirmed that every option drawn up involved the U.S. attacking North Korea militarily. This is a very dangerous situation, and I'm not in favor of, even in a situation like this, hopefully we can get some kind of a diplomatic solution. That's not what people like H.R. McMaster's want to see happen. He wants a military approach to this, and that alone. Now, we have had calls in the past between Trump, China, and Japan. That happened on April the 24th, so that's going to happen again today. And you have to understand that even when we look at economic sanctions, that's a very tricky issue as well. North Korea is in such dire straits that they've had massive numbers of North Koreans illegally crossing into China, into Russia, and other places. It's gotten so bad in China that China has put a cash bounty on collecting illegal immigrants if they can get them deported. And that's why you've seen the massive move forward of military placement on the borders with North Korea by both China and Russia. They're both concerned about millions of people fleeing into their countries, even if it's just an economic collapse.
Okay, thank you. But it's kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, this guy's been poking people for days, years, just poking them to get attention, and now, everybody's patience is just running out now. And one of these days, something's gonna happen, and this guy's gonna get blown off the map. I'm dead serious. I mean, people are sick and tired of this now. People are getting sick and tired of this guy now. And he just launched another missile on the 4th of July, almost hitting, which could hit Alaska, and just like evacuations all over the place. Around Seoul, South Korea, and Japan. But enough about that. This is the second article. It's an article written by Breitbart. The title is called Obama Blasts Aggressive Nationalism Complains About Paris Pullout in Indonesia. Yeah, right. This was also linked by Infowars.com. It was written by Adam Shrew. Former President Barack Obama took a thinly veiled swipe at President Trump in Indonesia Saturday, sounding the alarm about an aggressive kind of nationalism. Shut up, fool. You're just upset you could get our country. And gambling and grumbling about the U.S. exit from the Paris Climate Agreement. Obama, in a trip to his childhood home of Jakarta, where he lived for 4 years as a boy, did not mention Trump by name, but he pushed back against those movements that put the nationalist interests first. Former presidents typically don't give widespread policies so quickly after they leave office, and usually stay out of the limelight so as not to step on the feet of their predecessor. President George W. Bush most likely notably went dark until President into Obama's presidency, despite Obama's frequently putting the blame on his son's presidency at Bush's feet. And you actually continue that trend, man. But this is the latest number of instances in which Obama has sought to place his footprint on the American political debate. According to The Hill, Obama blasted the temporary absence of America's leadership on climate change, a reference to the Paris Climate Agreement, to which Obama submits that the U.S. Trump announcement last month that the U.S. would quit the deal triggered howls of horror from liberals worldwide. And who cares what you say? We're happy. Yeah, that's going to take control of our economy, and that would pretty much, kill our economy right there. And yet and also, folks, he just said that basically he can't turn this country into a Muslim country. That's just it. So you can cry some more, pal. We don't care. You're not turning our country into a jihadist Sharia law land, freak. That's all. You're not getting it. Now, for the last article of the day here, this is an article written by Spalizia. And, folks, I am actually reading this blind, so technically I may get some words wrong, I may get some names wrong. So this is like a me reading blind. The title is called Several Rapes at Swedish Festivals Last Night. Swedish police have received multiple reports of rapes after music festival Friday evening. Swedish police have received several reports of rape after music festivals Friday evening. A 15-year-old girl was raped during a concert in Brasilia Festival in Norenkok on Friday night. According to the police, the girl was held and raped by a man in the midst of the crowd in front of the scene without anyone intervening. You know what? Those that didn't, they're gonna be next. It's terrible that one has to experience such such a thing with a lot of people around, said the police spokesman. Thomas Ergenbeck to I'm not even gonna pronounce his name right here, but technically you all can probably go look it up yourself. The girl was taken care of and underwent a medical examination during the festival. Sorry about that. Festival in Vastis Aires. 2 rapes were reported. One of a 16-year-old girl. We took her and obtained information, but we currently have no suspects, the said spokesman of the police. Linked to the police in Vastis Manland, Thomas Gustafur. A 26-year-old woman had also been reported raped at the festival. She had been sent to the hospital where we have been unable to talk to her. Therefore, I do not have any details, says Gusterson. And pretty much that's just it, folks. I mean, this is what happens when you let these cowardice, sleazy, disgusting rape of a religion into your country. They don't care. They're just gonna destroy it, rape the women, and say, you know what, it's our culture. Well, guess what? Here's our culture. We put a bullet in your head if you do that here. Got it? And looks like that's it. Now, I want to share with you something very personal to me. I brought this up before, and I'm gonna bring it up again. I have to change the theme song yet again. Yes. I mean, YouTube is pretty much copywriting everything on here, and every music I use here. I mean, the first one was Time to Say Goodbye. The second one that I'm using now is called, oh wait, yeah, I remember now. I May Fall. And it's all being copyrighted by some crazy little, a company on behalf of Rooster Teeth. Now, Rooster Teeth actually made the song with Jeff Williams and his daughter, Kathy Lee Williams. Now, pretty much there's a lot of fair usage in it, but I get credit in here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do here. So, I'll be making a slight video, and maybe I can get it posted to Rooster Teeth to go tell these people to stop trying to basically, keep me off. Well, I don't know what to say, but it's really pissing me off, folks. And I think everybody else is getting pissed off about it too. So, I'll conclude this video. Like always, if you'd like to read more about these articles, please go to the link below or go to Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com. There you can find hundreds of articles just like this one I have read for you today. This is the Infowars Newspaper. I'm Info Gundam, live from Fiend Region number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Bye-bye.